And joining me now in the Kiwi studio, a couple of the chaps from Cut Off Your Hands is what we're hearing in the background. A brand new CD called Hollow is released today. Phil and Brent joining me in the Kiwi studio. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
And congratulations, album number 2.
Thank you.
It's taken long enough. The last one, You and I, came out in 2008.
Yeah.
That was not long after the name change, of course, as well, wasn't it?
Well, yeah. We had like a few years between 2006 and 2000, I guess even up to halfway through 2009 of just touring heaps.
Yeah.
And
not just touring around New Zealand, though.
Yeah,
all over the show.
Yeah, we were based in London in 2008 and then based in the States 2009, and just kind of got over touring and wanted to be back home and be with our friends and that sort of thing.
Would have been a good time, though, yeah?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Touring is a great time. I think, but after a few years of doing it, obviously just living off $10 a day and just kind of scratching to hold everything together, I think you do get quite tired, and but of course it was heaps of fun as well. And
yeah.
I think we all look back real fondly on it, and intend to do some more of it as well. And I think just coming home for a rest was quite an important thing for the band to be able to do the second record.
And what was the biggest thing I guess you learnt perhaps from staying in somewhere like London? What was the biggest thing you learnt about the music industry?
It's so over there. It's all about the new band and the Enemy. Like, they don't necessarily follow good music. They just want to put their name to whatever is coming out.
Right.
Like, so they'll have a top 20 buzz bands for 2000 and whatever.
Because didn't you guys get name checked at one point?
Yeah, we've been in there a couple of times for different reasons, but for silly reasons like being interviewed about our thoughts on what the Black Lips were like, and saying, oh yeah, they were okay. And then it's headlines: "Cut Off Your Hands, don't like black lips." Or black kids, sorry, not black lips.
Oh no,
black lips are awesome.
Because sometimes they say, what if you get a good name check by NMA, it's almost like the kiss of death, and it's something to be perhaps avoided sometimes.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, there has been stories of bands kind of getting turned on their face a little bit by the Enemy. So yeah, no, I mean, I think for us, like, looking back on all that, I think the most important thing probably that we would have learnt is just to be able to just kind of make music that you want to make and just do it for yourselves, because there's so many different people you got to please in the industry that it's just not sustainable, in terms of your enjoyment and satisfaction out of the whole process.
I suppose it's almost like finding the reason why you started playing music in the first place and really enjoyed it.
And that's kind of how we approached the recording of this record as well. We went back to how we've recorded our first EP.
So at home?
Same way. At my parents' house with a friend of ours, Pete Wood, who had some gear, brought it in, and we just set up in the lounge and downstairs, and different bedrooms for guitar amps and stuff, and it was heaps of fun.
That's some understanding parents.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, we basically just shifted everything out of the house, so they couldn't really live there for 8 days or so, but no, it was really good.
Yeah, and what a great sound. From what I'm hearing now, it's amazing what you can do now. You don't need to be.
Yeah, well definitely with studios. You can spend a little bit more money on mixing, and then like, if you know what sounds you want, getting a sound from a guitar amp. If you've got an ear for it, like, it's not too hard. And
of course, the producer of it is a pretty important aspect for you guys.
Well, this is self-produced,
so all done, directed yourself.
Yeah, basically, this album, so we self-produced it, so we recorded it at my parents' place, and then it got mixed in Sydney.
Okay.
In a good studio over there, by a guy called Anthony
Tay,
that's right. It looks like that. I always forget what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he mixed it, and he's just got an amazing ear, and he's done like some really good, albums by like Youth Group and bands like that. So he's sort of put his touch on it to really kind of bring everything out that we're trying to get.
Yeah, we've been through a few producers before, and we've been able to have the pleasure of experiencing some, like Flood and Stephen Street and those sorts of dudes. So I think that experience helped us with producing it ourselves. We kind of had a few tricks up our sleeves that we learned off them, and like, when we went to approach the first record, we kind of were fresh. We hadn't made a record before. We I guess in a way thought we needed, or when we obviously did need it, somebody
some kind of direction
to be there to pull it along, to keep it going. Like for us, I find that's quite an important part that a producer should or needs to have, is somebody that can keep the momentum. That, like, you can always go off on tangents and spend too much time on a part or something like that. But Yeah, we intentionally limited the amount of time we had to record, and so that all put us in the mind frame of just getting it done.
Because the parents need to move back in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess setting yourself a task and a goal is going to be got to be a good thing, I suppose. What about performing live? You've been doing a bit of touring as of late.
Yeah, we did a small run a few weeks back. Did King's Arms, San Fran, Bathhouse, and a few dates over in Australia. That was cool. We're planning to do an album tour, I think mid-September.
Oh yeah,
so,
good.
Look out for those dates. It should be good. Hopefully we'll get our friends band Collapsing Cities on tour with us, but they're just finishing their record too. But,
and you're off to Splendour in the Grass.
Splendour, that's in a couple of weeks.
That'll be a huge gig.
Yeah.
We were just saying off air, it's kind of like the Australasian Glastonbury.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it should be really fun. We've heard some pretty amazing stories from friends that have been there previous years. So
yeah, we're on the amphitheatre stage at early afternoon. So one of the first bands on there. I've seen the photos. It looks huge. It's so massive.
Yeah,
but it'll be cool.
There's a whole bunch, of course, of Australian bands, internationals, and a few New Zealand bands as well.
Yeah, I saw Liam Finn, Kimbra. I forgot who else.
I think the Black Seeds might be playing.
Yeah, probably.
Pricey to get there, but once you're there, it should be a good time.
That's right.
As a punter, that's for sure. Well, the album Hollow is out today, and it's the Kiwi Album of the Week this week. We're really enjoying it. Thanks so much for coming on in, Phil and Brent, and telling us all about it.
Thank you.
And come back again around the time you're doing the tour. It'd be nice to have you in the studio, perhaps performing a track or something.
Yeah, cool. Look forward to it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here we are, and here's a tune from Cut Off Your Hands. This is track number 8 on the CD. This one's called Down and Out. Kiwi.